rather have, Barkley or Henry?
Man, that's a great question.
But let me ask you this: why wouldn't everybody not like Mahomes or not love Mahomes?
You got the Swifties there. You got, it's the whole team thing.
Oh my God. I like Taylor Swift too. Like, why are you hating on Taylor Swift? I like Taylor Swift. I'm not a Chiefs fan, but you know you like. You root for winners, man.
All right, dímelo, mi gente. Welcome back to Any Given Sunday, the podcast. I'm over here, my boy Dalver, and we're the other guys are taking a bye week this week, so it's just the two of us here.
They ready for turkey?
They didn't turkey earlier.
Or they not ready? That's why they're not here.
Yeah, I think they're scared. But we're gonna go over week 12. It was a crazy week, and there was a couple of heartbreakers for some people. We got a couple of segments, new ones that we're going to do this week. One of them is called the Low Ownership Start Challenge, and the other one is the Don't Be That Guy Award. So let's get into it.
I've already got a couple names for that award.
Yeah. Okay. So what was your biggest takeaway in week 12 that it was a good or bad?
So the biggest takeaway this weekend for me was that they don't watch a lot of football in Dominican Republic. All right. So unfortunately, I didn't get to watch too much. I watched some of the highlights, and but like I told my girlfriend this week, I think I'm addicted to football. And the reason I say that is it's Thanksgiving, and before we get started with anything, we got to say one thing that we're grateful for.
I like that.
All right.
Yeah, man. Definitely, I'm grateful for the family and for everything that we have gotten this year as far as health wise, and that's the main thing. It's everyone is good, and we're healthy. Yeah, that's what I'm grateful for.
That's what's up.
What about you?
So me, all that good stuff that you just said for sure. But like I said, I'm addicted to football, and I'm grateful for NFL football. I'm grateful to be doing this podcast with you. We get to talk shit about football. So I'm the biggest takeaway, right? That was your question, right? So the biggest takeaway is, how the hell does the Steelers lose to the Browns? Out of the game, but I put money on that game, and man, come on, Steelers. Ugh.
It was a good game, man. And as soon as the snow started coming down, it made it better.
Mm-hmm.
And then, by the end of the game, it was all full of snow. But Winston did his thing, man. Winston really surprised me, because when he was with the Bucs, he was hit or miss, and he had a little bit of that because, he had, I believe he had a bad interception or fumble.
He's goofy.
Bad play. But he's goofy like that. But he did good, man. And you can't take that away from him, how good he plays. So he's the one that really won the game, for them. But the first half, Garrett, bro, he was, oh my God, I think he had 3 sacks in the first half, but he was dominant.
Oh, wow.
So I think that mainly that's one of the main reasons. But that they should have not, still the Steelers should have not lost that game, man. So that, to me, definitely, of course, I'm going to go with the Bucs. I really think that the Bucs needed to win that game the way they did, because they killed the Giants. They dominated that game the whole.
I was surprised. I'm Bucs. That's
right.
Not how Bucs fan, but and Baker, man, I love Baker, man. The way he plays, how he moves around and he runs, makes plays. I'm sold on Baker for sure.
He plays with a lot of heart, and he had a great run. I think it was a broken play, and then he just ran it and scored a touchdown. And then after that, he started doing
I saw that highlight.
It was crazy. At first, I was like, "What the hell is he doing?" It's like, he's mocking DeVito. So to me, that was because I really think, I know that the Giants, they have their backup quarterback and whatnot, but the Giants got a good defense, and we scored. I think it was the first 5 out of the 6 possessions. Yeah, and so we dominated. So to me, that was, of course, I'm going to go with that because we lost 4 in a row, man. That's my way.
And the defense held up too. They did what they were supposed to do against a backup quarterback. Because our defense has been very suspect this year, and that's what you do to a team that's playing with backups and are in the disarray that the Giants are. So, but we'll see. That tough task. Who do we play this week? Because those divisional games, man, those games are tough sometimes. That's the one game they were playing at the Dominican Republic at the airport. The Chiefs and the Panthers. We had it like by the restaurant, so I'm trying to just have a little drink.
Oh, nice. Hey, but at least you got to watch that. I think this week, for some reason, there were not that many like great games. I mean, they were dominant. Like Barkley dominated that game, bro. 255 yards. Yo, man, that guy. I don't know what it is, but he looks like he rejuvenated. Playing for the Eagles, and they're talking about, I don't know, MVP.
So who would you rather have? I know you have Derrick Henry. Who would you rather have, Barkley or Henry?
Man, that's a great question. Of course, I'm biased because I have Henry.
Yeah. But man, Barkley, that was incredible, man. 300 yards from scrimmage. So some of those runs though look like he barely got touched. Like, people trying to play two-hand touch with him.
It's crazy. And I know that, I don't know what the Eagles did in the offseason as far as their, offensive line and whatnot, man. But damn, Barkley's making them look really good too. Because he's getting some nice holes and getting to the secondary. So that was good. That definitely that game I like, how it came out. And
so Barkley is keeping a lot of Jalen Hurts production, like as far as his stats for fantasy. Keeping a lot of his production down.
And that's the one thing that, because I think I had it in our league. I had Hurts last year. And to me, I mean, I saw him kind of like almost at the same level as Lamar Jackson. But I like towards the end of last season, he wasn't acting like that. He wasn't scoring as much. And with Barkley in there, I just thought he wasn't going to have a big year to be at the same level as Lamar, or Josh Allen, that kind of stuff. So I don't know. But yeah, Barkley is all Barkley now, definitely.
Yo, so you had posted a question on the chat if the Buccaneers are still in playoff contention.
Yes.
And they're definitely in playoff contention. For sure. I mean, they're getting healthy. They got Mike Evans back. I'm not sure what the situation with the defense is, but they're only a game behind the division, I think. So if they could win the division, it would be the best case scenario to get in the playoffs. As far as a wild card, that'll be tough.
Yeah, that's tough. Like they're like in fourth place.
Even though they're still right there. I mean, they're not far. I mean, Washington is kind of, slid back a little bit. Minnesota and Green Bay, those are, top dogs in the NFC. Yeah, they have to win the division. If they go win the division, they can make it to the playoffs.
Yeah. Without winning the division, I don't know, man. I don't know if that would.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough. But, I mean, definitely they got to win out, at least.
It's crazy to think they're the ones that gave Detroit their only loss.
Yeah. That's crazy. And we dominated that game. I mean, it was a good game. But at that time, the Bucs were in such a high, man. But I think we're gonna win. I think how many games they got left? Like maybe 5. So we'll probably win.
What is it? Week 13 coming up?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's week 13 coming up, and there's 18 weeks, so 5 more weeks.
Yeah, 5 more. So we win at least 4 of the 5. I think we'll be okay. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I can't.
So who do you think is the best team in the NFC? Detroit or Philly?
Man, the thing is that I thought it was Detroit, but they lost the heart of the defense. I don't know if I think he's done for the year.
Oh yeah. Hutchinson, he's out for the year.
Hutchinson out for the year.
But Philly just lost somebody on the defense too.
Oh, they did?
This past weekend, they lost somebody for the year. I forgot his name, but it's a top defensive line player.
It's just that I don't know with Philly because I don't know. I don't think. I don't know, man. I don't think Jalen Hurts has that maybe confidence or that cockiness yet to take him over the hump.
They've been to the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
They've been to the Super Bowl, which Detroit still hasn't. But to me, I
True.
take Detroit still, man, because Detroit just, even with Hutchinson out, which, man, if they had Hutchinson, like, they'll be, like,
oh my God,
incredible.
But, you know, they still are, you know, they're still winning. And then, but this guy was hurt. I mean, I don't know.
But they're not just winning, man. They're beating up people. Detroit's,
you know, people,
you know, pouncing people. Man.
It's really surprising how, you know, whenever, you know, the head coach, you know, got the job, and then he was talking about, you know, fighting kneecaps and all that. Like, we were like, who the hell is this guy? But man, I mean, he changed the whole atmosphere there, man. I like it.
Yeah,
I like
for sure.
I like
for
it.
sure.
I like it. No, definitely.
Yeah.
But I think, yeah, Detroit. I think is Detroit. You know, it's
they're
the
a fun
one
team.
to beat. Yeah, definitely. And yeah, let's see. Now in our league, let's talk about a little bit about our league.
All right. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about them shits.
Just happened, you know, just what happened last week is that we played each other.
Oh, bro.
And
I forgot about that, bro. So good. We could talk about it.
Yeah, I really thought that you had a great chance, especially with me freaking sitting Chubb on Thursday night. And so I, you know, at that point I didn't have my hopes up because I didn't have Josh Allen, you know, this is the first time I was starting, you know, Jalen Daniels. But yeah, man, I was surprised that I won, actually.
It was the perfect week for me to beat you. I mean, you had Josh Allen out, like you said. Jaden Daniels hasn't really been doing that good, so I have him in another league.
Oh, okay.
You know, some of your players didn't do very well. So if I had a chance to beat you, it would have been this week, unfortunately. And I'm sure a lot of people out there feel my pain. When Justin Jefferson only gets you 3 points, that's like, it should be illegal.
Yo, man.
So I had Jefferson.
That's what I'm saying. This week wasn't that great for fantasy. I mean, from my standpoint, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't like...
Well, I had some leagues where, you know, I had a very nice combination of players that scored me a lot of points. So, you know, it all depends who has who. Specifically, our matchup, very bad. Very, very bad. For me. I mean, you score 115, but to your standard, that's low. A lot of points.
No, yeah, I didn't... and that was the thing, that I was not projected to score that many at least, and so I didn't think of it. I didn't think I was gonna win this week, but I'm glad I did.
I'm expecting Jordan Love to do stuff like Jaden Daniels did for you this week, but he hasn't done it. I mean, he's done it a few times this, but you know, Josh Jacobs, you know, he didn't have to do much. Josh Jacobs took over that game. That's what hurt me.
That's true.
And they still threw at the end where they were already ahead by a lot, which I was surprised. But at that point, I was so far behind that I couldn't get excited about it.
Yes, it's that's fantasy, man. Fantasy is you're so unpredictable, and that's one of the points that I was, you know, that like to me there were many less players, but there was players that you can count on back in the days. Like you had, you know, like when you had the Rams, when the greatest show on turf, you know, like you can count on, you know, that was crazy. Michael Vick, you can count on him, you know. So I don't know. Now it's so spread out, and part of it is because of running backs. I mean, it's Barkley's the beast. He's the one that's dominating everything, and Henry. But other than that. Of course, King Henry. You know,
I think they both have a chance to get 2,000 yards.
That's crazy. That would be awesome.
That would be crazy to see.
Well, so you know, your boy Mahomes won again, and it was a last-minute win again.
Well, he got to be my boy. He's a lot of people's boy. That's the man right there.
That freaking guy. He's definitely, becoming one of the most hated players, I think.
So, you know, that happened to Jordan too. You know what I'm saying? He became one of the most hated.
I don't know, man. Everybody loved Mike, you know, back in the days.
No, but there people. Mike.
Yeah, no, definitely.
But let me ask you this. Why wouldn't everybody not like Mahomes or not love Mahomes? Like, you watch that show Quarterback? Have you watched that on Netflix?
No, I haven't. I haven't watched.
Do me a favor and watch that show and tell me you don't love Mahomes. And just the way he plays, bro, he just finds ways to win no matter what. You just know he's not going to lose.
True.
And, you know, until they do,
you
know, like, telling you,
it's
he's the man.
I think it's part of it is because it's not his fault, but then you got the Swifties there. You got it's the whole team thing.
Oh my God.
You got Taylor Swift there. You got it's.
I like Taylor Swift too. Like, why are you hating on Taylor Swift? I like Taylor Swift. I'm not a Chiefs fan, but you like. You root for winners, man.
That's true. No, he's definitely a winner. I'm just glad we beat them in the Super Bowl. That's all
Taylor Swift's a winner too.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kelsey got that prize.
Let's talk about the that low ownership start challenge.
Yeah, baby. I'm ready for that one.
Let me start with mine. And so I got Derek Carr. And one of the main reasons is that they're playing at home. They're playing against the Rams. I think it's going to be a high scoring game. I hope and I think that the Saints lose, but I think that Carr is going to have a field day, and it's going to be a back and forth type of thing. So I think probably going to have like 300 yards and touchdowns. So to me, that's good. I mean, for a player that's only less than 15% on, I think he's like 14% on. And so that's what I think, man.
Gotcha.
Who you got?
So one thing that I do not like about Derek Carr is somebody that I believe you have on your team, Taysom Hill. You have him on your team?
Yep, I sure do.
That's what I don't like about Derek Carr, because when they get in the red zone, he becomes a quarterback.
That's true.
And he becomes a running quarterback, or he throws it too.
Yeah.
Throw it, run it, catch it. You know what I mean? I mean, he takes touchdowns away from Kamara.
True.
So that's the only reason.
Definitely, yeah. But he's owned quite a bit, so that's why I didn't pick. But he would have been a top pick. But at the same time, Taysom Hill, I don't think I ever seen that he had like back-to-back weeks having great games, and he already had a great game. So I think picking Carr, because I think probably the Rams are going to play that because it's so recent. They're going to play Taysom Hill's game to stop him, and I think that's when Derek Carr is going to go off. So I think that the Rams are going to try to play the run, and they're going to be winning the game most of the game, and New Orleans is going to have to throw. And then it's at home, and then Marcus MBS, he's over there in New Orleans. I think they're going to have a good game. That combination.
I think that's what he's going to have to do. To have that game, he's going to have to hit those big bombs to MVS. Yeah. Because if it's in the red zone, it's Kamara or it's Taysom Hill. But if he hits those long ones, which, they've done, and, I'm not sure how good the Rams defense is. But
they're decent. But they're the Saints. They have an interim coach, so they feel free, I guess. And so it's one of those things that they're playing lose now. But I still want them to lose. I think it's gonna be I don't know what the spread is, or what's the point spread and all that. But I think it's gonna be one of the highest scoring games.
Sure, I could tell you a point spread. You played in the Pick'em League, Willie?
Not this year. I played it before, man. I just been bad at that.
I'm in first place right now.
You are?
Yeah, most up there too. Most like second
place.
Yeah, the same league.
Shit.
Yeah, the spread is the Saints are plus 2.5, and they're at home.
And what's the points? What is this?
The total?
The total, yeah.
Oh, that one doesn't give me the total. I have to. All right, so 15%. So originally, I was thinking more like a long-term thing, like for the rest of the season. So I just realized, and you saying Derek Carr in his matchup, that it's a one week thing. So
for week 13.
For this week, I know I had said Jameis Winston earlier, but that was, like I said, long-term. But for this week, I like Will Levis. He's 12% on. I heard this stat on the radio, so I won't take credit for it, but he's passed for like 69% completion in the last 3 games. And, he got Calvin Ridley. He got that kid. I don't know how to say his name, but you know who I'm talking about. So, I think that, especially against Washington, you see what Dallas.
Yeah.
So I think he could do something this week.
That's a good point. That's a good pick. he's been unpredictable. Now, is the game at Washington?
It's at Washington. Yeah, it's at Washington.
Yep. So they ain't got nothing to lose. So yeah, I can see that. That would be interesting if he has.
If
a
anything,
good game.
they'll have to throw a lot. You know what I mean?
But what's your prediction? Like, how many points you think he's going to score?
I think he could do. I see him do 2 touchdowns. I see 200 yards, 2 touchdowns. What's that? Whatever that adds up to in your league.
Yeah. That's a decent. I mean, you're talking about probably like around 18 points or something like that.
Yeah,
and that's good. I mean, for a person that nobody's.
Yeah. Now he might throw an interception. I don't know. He might throw a couple of interceptions, but if you get your 2 touchdowns, you're happy. Especially if you're in a pinch, you're not really. I mean, you have to be in a deep lead to start Will Levis, but we talk about under 15%. So
yeah, it's tough. Yeah,
so that's like a 2 quarterback league. You know how they had 2 quarterback leagues,
right? Right.
You can use Will Levis.
Yeah. No, and then this week there's no bye weeks. There's no buys, so everyone is playing.
Everybody's playing.
That's what makes it tough.
Need to start him. Yeah, I mean.
Right.
Shit, I'm looking at our free agency right now. Sam Darnold's in free agency. Kirk Cousins, Russell, but Sam Darnold, shit, he been putting up points. I had to drop him because, I didn't want to, but I've been, with injuries, not knowing who to start. I didn't really want to quarterback. I'm almost towards the end. If I don't win, I'm done, so I don't need to quarterback. If it's Jordan Love don't do it, then nobody else is going to do it.
That's true. True. Yeah.
I need my skill players to do something for me.
Yeah, man, it's crazy that already clinch to be in the playoffs already.
Yeah, that's what's up.
My first year that it's like that for me.
Congratulations.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. 9-3. All right, so you got Will Levis, and then I got Derek Carr. Mm-hmm. So let's see who does better. I think those are good picks, and there's a lot of people that are playing in 14 team leagues, and and
2
quarterback leagues, those super flex and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, our league is very conservative, so that's why
it's competitive.
Yeah, it's competitive, but it's not like it doesn't have those added extras like like a super flex, like that kind of stuff.
It's pretty traditional, pretty straightforward.
Very traditional, yeah. So pretty conservative in that aspect. But no, I think our league is one of the best leagues. Yeah, it's always tight.
So let me ask you something. This is something that I want to do. I don't know who'll be down to do it. We don't have to do it for money, man. To me, it's not about the money. I love to do it with or without money. But I want to do a dynasty league. I'll do it for the trophy. You know what I mean?
Sure.
The dynasty league, you keep the players that you have, all of them. And the only draft you do is a rookie draft. So that's the way
That's really
it.
Yeah.
Your team's the same. It's just kind of like regular football. Your team's the same. You got to manage it with free agency, trades, and the rookie draft.
Now, but wait a minute. But it's in the draft. You still can get veterans, right? I mean,
no, not in the draft. It's only rookies.
Oh my God!
It's not a keeper league. It's different. A dynasty league is different than a keeper league. A dynasty league, your team is your team forever. The only way it changes is by you making transactions, whether it's trade, free agency, and a rookie draft. Not a redraft. You don't get to start over with a whole new team the next year. You just got the same team.
Oh, I see.
Jordan Love is your quarterback. That's going to be your quarterback next year unless you trade him or you drop him, which you're not going to do that.
I got you. So wow, that's very interesting.
Yeah,
we should do that, man. We should do that next year.
And like I said, we don't have to do it for money. I'll get a trophy. We'll do it for the trophy. It'll be separate from what we got going on now.
I know. I feel like our league should have been at least a keepers league a while ago. We've been playing for so many years. I know that would change the dynamics of it, but
I don't know. I like the redraft, and we've been doing it for so many years. Like I don't mind.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. All right, let's do it.
I wouldn't be opposed to doing it too. We can do keepers, sure. I'll adjust to whatever rules there is because everybody got the same rules. You just got to do your research and, understand, what you're doing. So
that's true. Hey. All right. So let's go to that Don't Be That Guy award.
You gotta explain this to me and explain it to the people whoever's watching. I don't understand.
Okay, so this award is for pretty much the bonehead play by a fantasy owner. Whether starting the wrong guy, dropping the wrong guy, having a bench player go off, that kind of stuff. So that's it. And I got one.
Damn.
Well, you want to start? You go ahead.
No, I'm not even ready for that one.
You're not ready for that one? Okay.
Yeah, but I'll get one. Don't worry. I'll let you go first.
So I actually picked the more obvious one, and this was for Mr. Question Mark. He lost.
That's Rashid.
Freaking guy loses by 1 point, by 1.5 points, and he forgets to put a kicker.
He's that
so
guy.
Don't be that guy, bro.
Man.
I mean, come on, man. That's crazy, bro. And he said it too after the game started. He said that he forgot about the kicker or something like that. I don't know what it was. But he was playing Martin. And he said, "No, I'll be okay." Damn, Martin pulled it off, bro. By 1 point, 1 point, bro. It was
crazy.
Yeah, man. So, wow. That is going to be tough to beat that for week 12, But anyways, I don't know.
So since there's nothing that could beat that, I'm just going to give you the don't be that guy sarcastic version.
Okay.
All right? Don't be that guy that started Justin Jefferson last week. Who's Justin Jefferson? The guy that gets you 3 points. Don't be that guy. When you could have started, Cortland Sutton, Jonnu Smith. Why would you start Justin Jefferson? You know what I'm saying? Like, it makes no sense at all. Like, what?
Yeah.
You didn't bench Justin Jefferson?
How are you going to do that?
Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy.
Don't be that guy.
Justin Jefferson. Bench him.
Yeah. No, man. That was a tough one. That's so unpredictable there. I did a little bit one like that. I regret, benching, and I know that was probably his third game back. But Chubb, man, like I can't believe I benched him for what's his name from New England. It's
Stevenson.
Yeah, Stevens. But we're gonna do those. But yeah, as far as team owners, this guy, I mean, I don't know. He's gotta be so upset, bro. Yashim gotta be so mad by losing that.
That's gut wrenching right there. But hey, listen, you gotta. You already know, man. We've been playing this for a long, long time.
Yeah.
You got to
triple
check.
At this stage, I don't know what his record is, but I think
he's up there. He's at the top of the food chain. I believe.
But he's in the middle of the pack now.
Let's see.
He needed that one, but yeah. So, folks, check your lineup. And after you check it again. And at 12:59, check it again.
And don't be that guy.
Be that guy. All right, let's see. Let's go to the Week 13 preview, man. Let's look ahead to Week 13. We got some big matchups to talk about. The Bucs versus the Panthers. Can Tampa keep the momentum going? Take care of the Panthers and get revenge.
If the Bucs are serious about making a run for the division, they have to take care of business like they take care of business last week. Like, they have to do the same thing. Like, don't mess around. Come in, take care of business, get out of there. Hopefully, Atlanta loses.
Yeah. Atlanta, in the NFL, I know that most games, both teams feel like they could have lost that game or won that game. That's how the NFL is. I mean, it's always like that. But Atlanta got lucky. A couple of win, at least one of the wins against us and all that. So I don't think they're I think they reached their peak, and now it's going to be on the downslope. We're coming back.
Well, I don't want to say they got lucky. I don't know if they reached their peak. All I know is that they got the Los Angeles Chargers this week, and even though they're at home, I think the Chargers coming off a tough loss to Baltimore. I don't know. I think they're more physical than Atlanta. I think they got a good defense. Atlanta got some firepower on offense. Their defense, and I don't know. Justin Herbert, I think he's elite. I like Cousins, but I don't think he's elite. So yeah, Hoping Atlanta loses. I hope the Bucks come in, whip some ass,
Yeah.
and we'll be tied for the division.
Yes.
We just got to keep rolling, man.
No, it's true. I think the defense, they got somewhat right last week. I guess they got right, but they're going to get better this week against Carolina. I mean, thinking that they know his offensive plays or offensive mindset as far as the coach Canales, since he was he was our offensive coordinator last year for the Bucks. So, and that was his first year being.
I don't remember if we played him or not. Yeah. Okay. So that's a good point.
Yeah. So I think our defense need to get right, and at the same time, he knows somewhat our defense, our defense, defense scheme and whatnot. So he's gonna play to that. So it's gonna be very interesting, But I think that our defense got to win, got to hold because it's a division game and all that. And but it'll be a revenge game.
What's your opinion of Todd Bowles? Like, he's a defensive guy. He's a defensive guru head coach, and the defense hasn't been playing like it. So what do you think about Todd Bowles as a head coach?
Man, as a head coach is tough. I don't like talking bad about our coaches, but damn, man, it's just
you have to talk bad about it. Like I wish he'd take more chances, not play so conservative.
And that's what it is. Like, you gotta have that risk. He doesn't risk, too much, and hopefully, he's thinking differently now.
Yeah.
Because he's hearing all these talk shows and all these people talking about
they don't know things. They're gonna those dudes are stuck in their ways, bro. They don't know. You could say
that's true.
Anybody could say whatever in the world, especially guys like him, old school. They stuck in their ways, and can they change? Probably, but unlikely. Like, you think Bill Belichick is gonna change the way he coaches now after all the years that he's been doing it?
True. No, that's true. Yeah, no, that's true. But Belichick is Belichick, and then Todd Bowles, that when he was with the Jets,
that's a good point. That's a good point.
So he needs to.
Well, it's up to him to realize that and make the necessary adjustments that he got to make, or put the right people in the right places.
Right. I think
he's the defensive guy. Like, obviously, he put the right people in the right places in the offensive side of the ball. But
no, that's true. But yeah, so I think we're definitely going to win that game. But it's going to be closer than we want, because of that. And another game that's going to be really good, I think, and to your point, it's the Ravens versus the Eagles. That's going to be the game of the week right there. Yeah, man.
That's going to be the game of the week. I wonder what the spread. Let me check what the spread is on that.
It's unbelievable.
So right now it's 2.5. Ravens -2.5.
At Baltimore, or?
It's at Baltimore.
They're pretty similar. On paper, similar teams. As far as the quarterbacks, the way they play, and then they got two great running backs, and the defense pretty equal. Pretty even. So that's gonna be. I can't wait to watch that game. And is it a Sunday? Sunday, right? That one. Is that game on Sunday, or it's not one of the early games?
So that one is on 4:25. It's just 4:25 Eastern time. 4:25 Eastern. Man, that's gonna be one of the games of the week for sure. I'm looking forward to that one. It's at Baltimore. Man, that's gonna be a good one, bro. I wouldn't know. Who you got there? Who you got on that?
I got Baltimore.
You got Baltimore?
Baltimore, I got them winning by a touchdown. By a touchdown. I think
that's a lot, man. That's
I think they're gonna dominate, and especially Baltimore's gonna come out crazy, and the Eagles are gonna have to play catch up. I think.
But Baltimore, and Lamar Jackson and Henry showed out in that game. Man, that's the thing about the NFL, and I know we mentioned this before, but it's, any given Sunday. So since you took Baltimore, I'm going to take Philly.
Okay.
I'm going to take Philly by 3 points. Let's say 128, high-scoring game. I think Philly's, I think Baltimore's, they both could run. Baltimore got a good running defense, but Philly got a good defense too. But
I
Philly
just
got
don't
AJ
think, man,
Brown aside of
Jalen Hurts.
Barkley. I think he hasn't had to do much recently, right? But I think in this game he's gonna be called for to do some because I think Baltimore could slow down Barkley. So he's gonna get the ball to AJ Brown. Baltimore get burnt in the air. Get the ball to AJ Brown. Get the ball to Goddard. I think Smith's still out, but regardless, and Hurst can run also. Not only Lamar Jackson can run, Hurst can run also. So, and I know Baltimore's at home, but that's a short bus ride away. It's like a home game for Philly, especially the way the fans travel. So I take Philly by 3.
That's a good take. I just don't think that Jalen Hurts is that quarterback to take him over the hump. And he's good, but it's his legs made it be better than what he really is. I think I don't know. It's something, and I guess I'm biased because I'm a little biased because the Bucs have beat them the past 2-3 years to advance in the playoffs or to make it to
they
the
beat them
playoffs.
in the playoffs, and then they beat them. I think it was it earlier this year? No,
I'm not
I
sure.
don't remember
I don't think
now.
we played them. But and seeing them, going to the game and being on the playoff games and seeing them, it's just I don't know. To me, he doesn't have that. Once he just got to get pissed. Once he got to get that it that some of these players got.
I think if Gardner Minshew can go into Baltimore and beat the Ravens, I think Hurts could do it.
That's true. Let's see. Let's see what happens.
We'll see. We'll see next week.
The score is gonna be 31-24. That's my score. That's how I think it's gonna be. And the next game that I think is gonna be pretty good, and it's gonna be I don't know how important it is because the Bengals have lost, but it's Steelers versus the Bengals. They both need to win.
A good game.
Yeah, they both need to win.
That's 1 o'clock Eastern.
For the Bengals.
So Cincy's -3. Browners 48. I go with Cincinnati. 48 is the over-under.
And they're at Cincinnati?
They're at Cincinnati. And Cincinnati is favored by 3 points.
Yeah.
So I like Cincy in this game. If Jameis Winston and the Cleveland Browns could beat Pittsburgh, Joe Burrow and Cincinnati Bengals could beat Pittsburgh. I take Cincy. They're desperate. If they lose this game, they can forget about going to the playoffs. I don't know if they can make it to the playoffs now, but they had to have this game. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you think?
No, definitely. I got Pittsburgh on this one, and for the reason that they lost to the Browns.
Results next week.
I gotta be so embarrassed and pissed off that they lost to the Browns.
Yeah. Well, they don't have to be embarrassed to losing to Cincinnati because they do that to people.
True. And I was born in Cincinnati, so I'm going against my hometown team. I guess my birthplace team. I guess never been to one of their games, but I think that Pittsburgh they got they're gonna come out. That defense got on fire, and they need this game. They need it. I think Russell Wilson's gonna have a good game, and Harris. Man, I like the Pickens. Man, is nice too.
Pickens is
good,
good.
Man. He has some good games. So I think it'll be a close game, but I can see actually a 28-24 game, Pittsburgh.
I go with 24-17, Cincinnati.
Also, you got them by 7. Okay, cool. I mean, how?
How? Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins. Okay. You got 2 tight ends. The defense got to step up, and I think the defense has stepped up. They got a great defensive end there that could get to the quarterback. I think he could get to Russ, and they're at home. I mean, Joe Burrow, man, he's almost like Mahomes. He's like a poor man's version of Mahomes.
Right. Unfortunately for him, yeah. He's good. No, he's definitely, an elite, quarterback, and Jamar Chase is a beast.
But so is T. Higgins. So, which one you're going to double? You could double Jamar Chase all day. You throw it at T. Higgins,
Yeah. No, that's true.
Throw it to Gesicki. You throw it to the other tight end. You got Chase Brown coming out of the backfield.
He's been a surprise this year to me.
He's been good.
Yeah.
He's been good.
Yeah.
And I think he's going to be a high pick next year. Or he should be.
It should be.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, like he was very, very surprising. It's just, but NFL, it just, or NFL and fantasy, man, it just changes so much from year to year. It's crazy. All right, so start him and sit him.
All right.
Who is your must start and must sit player for Week 13?
Just one player?
Yeah, one player, a must start, and then another player, a must sit.
All right. So since I wasn't prepared for that one, I'm gonna let you go first.
Okay. So I think Josh Allen is a must start, and I'm biased, of course, because he's my quarterback. But coming off a bye week and after having a big win before the bye week, they're gonna come out refreshed, and then he's gonna have definitely about 303 touchdowns, maybe 2 in the air, 1 scoring. So I think Josh Allen is gonna carry them, and he's gonna have a great game. Definitely.
All right. So
and for the must, go ahead. You have a must start, and then
I'll give you a must start. We just finished talking about that game. I'll give you Joe Burrow. I know he's playing against Pittsburgh, and they got a good defense, but they're desperate. They need to win. It's a divisional game, so I mean, it could be close. I'm sure it'll be close, but I think Joe Burrow is going to put some good stats. I give him at least 300 yards and 3 touchdowns.
I like that. I think for the must, man, that's a tough one. For the must sit, I don't want to sound too, but
let's see. I'm gonna go to the wide receivers must sit because a lot of people like wide receivers. Let's see. Shit, wide receivers must start. I'll give you Nico Collins. Shit, playing against Jacksonville, start that guy. Don't be that guy and start Justin Jefferson. I'm just playing. Start Justin Jefferson every week.
Yeah, you can't sit that guy.
So I give you a spicy must sit.
Huh?
You want me to give you a spicy must sit?
Yeah.
All right. Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Bro, that's mine.
Brown.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because, number one, he's hurt, and Chicago's been good against the pass. And, they got 2 beast running backs over there. They're not going to need much. They got a tight end that could catch the ball. They got Jameson Williams. So, especially in a short week, I'm sure he'll play, but, I don't think they'll need him much.
Yeah, I don't think they need him. I mean, for the same reason. I mean, he's hurt. It's tomorrow, the game, so he's not ready. I mean, they don't need to rush him, and they don't need the win that bad. I mean, I know you don't want to lose any games, but they don't really need him. So I think it's definitely he's definitely a must sit. But since you said that one, another one that I think is kind of spicy is Bowers, a tight end Bowers, and he's been a beast.
That's my guy. How are you gonna say Bowers? I don't have him this week, bro. All right.
And I know he's more like a wide receiver this year, man. That guy is crazy. That's unbelievable. But Minshew got hurt.
I saw his college, man. I saw him in college, man. He was a beast in college. Like
in college,
he looked like a huge wide receiver. I was like, man, look at that guy. Like, he stood out in college big time. He went to Georgia.
Dan, I think are they coming here? Or we're going over there. The Bucs are playing the Raiders in 2 weeks or something like that.
You're the one with the season tickets. You should tell me.
I know.
You going to the Raiders game?
There's been so many games that I don't. Oh, because I missed the 49ers game. So there's been so many games. But Bowers, I mean, to me, the main reason is because Minshew got hurt. I think I don't know if it's season ending, but he broke or strain or whatever you call it, the collarbone. Yeah. So who's gonna throw to Bowers?
Is it in O'Connell? It's not O'Connell.
No,
I know he was hurt too. Man, the Raiders should have signed. The Raiders should have signed Daniel Jones.
I know.
Give him a shot. See how he does over there. Man.
You think Daniel Jones
he went to a good spot. I like the fact that he went to Minnesota because that gives Minnesota some security in case something happens to Sam Darnold. And Minnesota's a playoff team. They're a strong team to make the playoffs. And you got Justin Jefferson, bro. If Daniel Jones can't throw to Justin Jefferson, then you don't even deserve to be a back.
That's true. I get it. and no matter what, he's been a starting quarterback for the past, I don't know, 3 years or whatnot. So he knows how to quarterback. It's just, I just don't think he's that good. I mean, he's shown that he's not. But when you got, like you said, Justin Jefferson there, you got a good running back, a core there. Yeah, definitely. I don't know. Daniel Jones. I don't know who was their backup before Daniel Jones got there, or right now. I don't know who it is, but
yeah, I think it was Nick Mullins. It's Nick Mullins.
Mullins.
Yeah, Nick Mullins.
But
man, but back to Bowers. Go ahead. Finish with Bowers.
Exactly. So Bowers, his quarterback. He has no quarterback. Like he's. I mean,
but do you know who's throwing at him? I don't even know who's throwing at him.
Yeah, it was man.
Let me see. I can probably find it. See, trending quarterback. It is O'Connell.
Yeah, O'Connell. No, wait a minute, but he may not be ready.
Aiden O'Connell will start Las Vegas week 13 game against the Chiefs.
He is?
Yep, I'm reading it right now. He was on the injured reserve, but he's coming back, I guess, now.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. I think with O'Connell, I mean, there's not too many people to throw to over there or to give opportunities to, even the running backs. They don't have anybody that's a playmaker. So he's still one of the only few. So I don't think he's ever a must-sit. I think he's always a must-start, especially in the tight end position, because who else are you going to start that's better than him? Especially when there's nobody on bye.
Nobody on. No, I get it. But what if, like, you have Taysom Hill? You have Taysom Hill, and
that's tempting. But I wouldn't put Taysom Hill in the tight end spot. If anything, I'll put Taysom Hill like in a flex spot.
True. But I don't know. And then they're playing against Kansas City. Kansas City don't sleep on their defense. I mean, they got a good defense.
No, yeah, I'm playing their defense.
Yeah.
So fantasy's a game of opportunities. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he could get 14 targets, how can you must sit somebody who can possibly? Now, if he catches only 5 of them, that's one thing. But he's still going to get 14 targets, 15 targets. I know Jacoby Myers kind of came on recently. He's been doing good, and he's a good player. But he's going to get so many opportunities. I don't know. That's just
first. The O'Connell has to throw the ball and get to throw it. You know what I mean? Like,
but O'Connell has a little bit of experience. I mean, obviously, he's not going to have good stats. But what I'm saying is, O'Connell's going to throw the ball. He's going to throw it Brock Bowers' way. He should be throwing it Brock Bowers' way a lot, especially for young quarterbacks, backup quarterbacks, where their safety valve is the tight end.
True. No, that's true. So, it just, but it definitely, I mean, that's my spicy one. It's not like a, you know what I mean?
I got you. That's like, that's like going out on a limb.
Exactly. Yeah. That's like,
it'll be funny. We're gonna be sitting here next week and be like, "Bro, I told you."
Hey, man, you never know.
You never know.
Now, who you think is gonna stink on week 13? Like, who's gonna really disappoint? Us,
like,
man.
As far as managers, okay, I got you.
What player is gonna tank?
You're gonna get us in trouble with we're not gonna be friends no more, bro. You know what I mean? Like why you doing this to me, man? So all right, so
but not managers. No, what player?
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Let me go back to that page. I was just at that page. I thought you said managers. All right. Go ahead. If you got one, you go first.
No. I was going to say one, but I don't know. Mess with you.
I'll give you one.
I'll say it. Go ahead.
I'll give you one. Jaden Daniels. I think
really?
Tennessee got a good defense. I don't know. Washington is on the decline for me, man. I don't know how they lose to Dallas. So
wow, that's a surprising.
That's my spicy one.
Spicy one. Man, especially playing Tennessee, man. That's a tough one right there, boy.
Tennessee got a good defense. That's a good point. That's a fair point. That is my spicy one, bro. It's like your Brock Bowers. It's your Brock Bowers.
I think actually Jordan Love.
What?
Playing,
man. Man, I see it. I see it just because he's on my team.
Yeah, it's actually tomorrow night. It's a tomorrow night game, and
Yep.
it's in Green Bay, I believe, right?
Yeah,
it's in Green Bay, but and it's not gonna be like it's not gonna score points or it's not gonna score 5 points. But if you're expecting him to be in the close to the 30 points range, I think he's probably gonna maybe do 14.
20, but damn, you said 14.
20 is deep. Yeah, he's gonna be definitely less than 20. That's my
okay.
My surprising
man. See, I kind of agree with you. Because I think they're gonna do like last week. They're gonna rely on Jacobs a lot. They're not gonna need him that much. So I kind of agree with you.
I don't know if it's gonna snow. Hopefully it won't snow.
And it depends on scoring defenses. So everybody's different. We're talking more like in our scoring system. 14 is pretty low. Because in some leagues, 14 is high. Like 20 is high, like standards and stuff like that. So, but I was thinking more like 20 points.
Yeah, 20 points.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what is he projected?
I'll tell you right now, he's projected 23 points. But
so that's why
those projections are kind of conservative because let's see Josh Allen. Josh Allen's probably like 27. Yep, 27. What's Jaden Daniels? Let's see, 22. Okay. So you pick Love and I pick Daniels, and they both kind of projected the same. Projected a little bit more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And when you first see that game, I mean, you're thinking that it may be a high-scoring game, but I think it's going to disappoint. Or like you said, Jacobs is going to have a great game. So that could be.
Don't be surprised, man. I think it has the potential to be a high-scoring game because both teams have high-powered offenses. Now I know it's Green Bay and it's winter and it's it's not even winter, but you know what I mean. Is it winter? It's still fall, right? I don't even know.
I don't know. I think it's winter. It snowed in Cleveland, so it's winter.
It's cold as hell. Just put it that way.
Yeah,
it's cold as shit. Whatever it is. But I don't know. Are they expecting? Let me see. I don't think they're expecting snow or any rain. So it's just gonna be very cold. I think. So Tua, I heard a stat. I think he's like 0-6 in cold weather games.
But he's only played in 6 cold weather games.
He's 0-6. 0-6.
Oh, he's 0-6.
Yes, 0-6 in cold weather. I think that's the stat I heard. But that doesn't mean he can't put up points. I mean, I think they could probably put up points. But Tyreek Hill, man. Let me ask you this, because I have a little dilemma. I want to see who you would start. This is in another league. I have Tyreek Hill, right? And I have a pretty good team in this league. I could play nobody else. Nah, never mind. That was before Dobbins got hurt. No, because I have Tyreek Hill in the league when I was deciding whether I could bench him or not.
Oh, okay.
But I got some injuries now, and I have to start him. There's no way, but I don't know. He's just hasn't. I drafted him in the first round. He hasn't, returned my investment.
Yeah, man.
And he hasn't been horrible, but
but Tyreek Hill. I mean, he was one of the top dogs.
He has a recent injury.
That's right.
Yeah.
That was before the cops stopped him or after?
Hey, man, he might have a lawsuit on the department. They hurt his wrist. They're gonna be Dolphins fan protesting outside the police department.
Yo, man, I wonder what happened because they were asking to get that cop suspended or fired. Remember?
Well, I think he's suspended. I heard he was
suspended.
Is suspended
or with pay or something like that, bro.
Paid leave, I think it was. But they had a court date recently, and the cop didn't show up.
Really?
Yeah.
Shit.
I think that's what I heard.
So Tyreek, he's really suing them, or what?
I don't know. I'm not sure about that.
What was the court date for?
The court date was for the citation that he got.
Oh, for Tyreek Hill's citation. Okay, yeah. So the cop didn't show up, so now they're probably going to dismiss that. Or
I guess. I think that's what it was for. Man. I shouldn't be talking all that mess when I don't know all the details. Forgive me, people. Go on Google. It'll tell you everything.
I know. It was unexpected. I one team that is, to me, is become, the Cowboys are kind of like the most annoying teams, to me, because they got so many fans and
so the fans are. You talking about the fans, or you talking about the team?
No, they not the fans. No, not the fans, but the team. The team itself, that is just over all that hype. You know what I mean? Like, it kind of, they were good overrated. Back in 90 something. They're very overrated. They have been for the past, I don't know, since I've been watching football. Yeah. But another one that has become a little, it's still got ways to go, but the 49ers, to me. Yeah. And I don't know, because I hear Eddie so much talking about the 49ers that it's like, man, they should be better than what they are, but they're not. And they're never going to be,
Yeah, but they haven't been as bad as the Cowboys.
No. But I'm talking about
made it to Super Bowls.
Yeah, that's true. But they don't win.
I'm sorry. I got a soft spot in my heart for the 49ers. Okay. I ain't going to lie. Because, number one, that was Jason's team too. And number two, when I first started watching football, that's what I first learned was the San Francisco 49ers. They had Joe Montana. Really? Yeah, Joe Montana, Jerry Rice, John Taylor, Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, Charles Haley.
Okay.
Bunch of people, man. Like, that's where I first learned about football was through the 49ers.
Okay. Yeah. So, they got great history and, and all that.
And they haven't been as bad as the Cowboys. The Cowboys
the Cowboys have been dead. Yeah, it's like, oh, gosh. So sometimes, it kind of make you feel sorry for them. but they have bad luck.
No, I don't feel sorry for their ass.
And another crazy thing, I don't know why. Like, I was watching, some of the games and some of the highlights and stuff like that. And to me, it's funny, like, people don't talk about this. But, like, every time someone scores a touchdown, right? Mm-hmm. The other players, their teammates, are waiting to see what celebration they're going to do. So you see them, like, waiting, and then players starts doing their own celebration, and they try to mimic. Like, they want to be part of it.
But they don't know how.
They don't know how.
They didn't rehearse it. Some of them rehearse it. Yeah, like Barkley
and what's his name? Johnson. After Barkley scored, the second touchdown, I think it was. They did a little session there, man. It looked pretty good. Some popular dance right now. But if you watch, when you watch the game, and now you look at the touchdown celebrations, look at the guys around. They're trying to join, and it was funny, man. So to me, it will be good to kind of like see a compilation of that. But
one thing I like. You ever seen those where they have the NFL players and NFL films, but they have voiceovers? Like, there's, you think there's, what I'm saying? They're saying something different. That's hilarious. Those are my favorite ones.
Those are funny. Yeah, those are funny. All right, that's it for this week's episode of Any Given Sunday. Don't forget to subscribe, share the podcast, hit us up with your bold predictions and or low ownership picks for week 13. Until next time, don't be that guy. We'll see you later.
Don't be that guy.